Anyone who speaks the language can teach the language by Monica Herrera, 2021, for Arizona State University. In this video, we're going to discuss this. Can anyone who speaks the language teach the language? We'll see. What do you think? From my personal view, I don't think that's possible. I have seen many native speakers struggling when teaching their own language. My own language is Spanish, and I think I won't be able to teach it properly unless I have the proper training to do it so. Many native speakers struggle when trying to teach their own language, and that happens because they haven't had a certain specific training on how to teach and how to approach students. This is completely normal. But it doesn't necessarily mean that anyone who speaks the language can teach the language. You have to identify the language structure, to discover the language structure, to think as a learner in order to teach your language. I think there are many not native English speakers who could teach better than a native speaker who doesn't have the proper training or the proper knowledge of the lesson. We all know that learning a language is either an enjoyable experience or a traumatic and horrible experience. I have seen many people saying, "I hate English," just because from their previous experiences learning it. But once they find a different way to learn it, they start to feel more comfortable with the language. We have to keep in mind that as an English teacher, we must be in an ongoing training in order to master our teaching skills. It takes time, and the more we learn, the more enjoyable our lessons will be. So we have to keep in mind that a competitive teacher is crucial to a student's development and growth. As an English teacher, we have to consider the importance of training before trying to teach. Obviously, there's a quote that says, "We teach best what we have to learn more," or something like that. I'm not good with quotes, but the importance of this is the meaning. When we have to learn things, we develop teaching skills because we struggle with them the moment of learning them. So, I consider that a teacher is a good teacher when a teacher has studied a lot how to teach, how to identify strengths and weaknesses, how to approach their students, and how to understand the different learners' stages and zones, and how to have a class management and lesson planning, and all the factors that throughout this course we are learning. And thanks to this course, we are going to develop lots of skills that are going to push us to success and to make us better at teaching every day. I think that these skills are so important, and these skills don't come with just the simple act of speaking English as a native language. I think every teacher, either a native speaker or not, has to learn in order to approach and understand your students, and in order to make your lessons easier to comprehend instead of overwhelmed or extremely boring. Thanks for watching.